Listening to the Law Enforcement Pirate Radio Network. Radio Free Larry presiding.
You can run, but you can't hide.
Radio Free Larry.
All right, here we go again. Buckle up. Rough roads ahead. So I want to make something clear. I am not part of the political machine, and I've actually never been part of it. I have a right as an individual citizen to speak freely about any matter that is concerning to myself and to life, liberty, and happiness within my community. Now they'll write that down and say he said life, liberty, happiness. He's a criminal. Now, before you get too far with that argument, oh, you sound like Q, you sound like the Hill, you sound like the conservative people. No. And that's a metaphysical no, okay? You're going to be ruled for that kind of thought. So I'll put that warning out there. That's the scam that they use. I'm part of this, I'm part of that. What they're doing is they're beginning a political argument, and the only thing it's there for is to protect both sides of the political class. Now, there's some people that really don't need protection at that level within the political class, but they'll bring them in as if they do and try to fear them so that they won't go against it at least. They may not be part of it, but they won't go against it because they want that protection also. The political class includes Facebook, Twitter. Oh, you sound like Q and Trump again. No, Trump's part of another machine that does the same thing. So it's essentially the same thing. Again, one love, one hate. Now, the Republicans will point out that some of the liberals are haters in reality, but they call themselves lovers because they're protecting somebody for this, that, or the other thing. One thing you should realize that they are going to infiltrate anything that empowers them to, in essence, murder people. So again, they've infiltrated missing and exploited. They've infiltrated those efforts in various locations. And that includes online trying to trick somebody who is less capable of protecting themselves from your attempts to isolate them and force them into pedophilia. If it's only to meet somebody and then it never gets anywhere because it's you or the police or whatever. What is that? That's the same age-old scam that has existed for centuries. Again, the Bible alludes to people that are charitable, people that are visibly good, but are actually evil. And the causation of everyone else having those issues, such as pedophilia, such as crime, so on and so forth. And in fact, they're making you unsafe so that you'll let them do whatever they want. They have full-scale psychological warfare operations engaged in that. Now, you see that they, what was that called? It cursed me to forget it, and it kind of worked. The Republicans are referencing early 1970s hearing on intelligence activities. Why are they doing that? It's a scam. They want me in there. They want me backing them, and then they'll send people to destroy my life. It's a scam. And want me to lull me into a false sense of security. So again, they're not interested in cleaning it up. They're interested in protecting their crimes and protecting their criminals. And some of them are called political operatives, some are not. Understand something. We know at Google, we know at Facebook, and it's most likely at Twitter also, that we have people that are full-born sexualized people that are making deals with women and others in the community to do things for them on Facebook based upon sexual favor. So again, what does that do? That erodes anything you're doing at Facebook as far as saying holier than thou, which I alluded to long ago. Same thing probably happening in Twitter, definitely happening in Google. It's not only the FBI, it's the Republican Party also. So again, there is no real argument. You're all part of it. You're all dirty. You're all criminals in reality. Now, if I say Vladimir Putin and the Russians are doing it, oh, okay, yeah, the Republicans, they work for Vladimir. No, you all do. Russians and Chinese destroyed this nation by elevating criminals in government above a certain point to destroy other people in government that weren't criminals by attempting to make them criminals. I tapped out of government when it was obvious while protecting those criminals. Oh, they're going to stop they're going to block my stream here. See, they want to get my attention. They're witches and devils and demons and antichrists. So again, they shouldn't have access like that. I should tap out now? No, you'll tap out. Roll the ambulances. Y'all want to be it, then you're going to be it, all of you. In other words, you're not going to be Jesus and Jesus followers or Jewish and Jewish followers, Moses and Moses followers. You're not going to be that while you're the devil, while you're the Antichrist, while you're the witches and the sorcerers. That's the scam. And again, the Bible alludes to it. It's clear as day that the church and the temples are working for government to save everyone. But what are they actually doing? The same old thing. They're crucifying Jesus. Do they do real work? Of course. They have to do something. Pilate, Herod, the Sadducees and Pharisees did some real work. But it had gotten to the point where the people were aware of it. We're still in a point where the people are asleep because they're in the political game is where they're putting people to sleep because it's not a political game. And you'll find a lot of Democrats of the political game. I told Trump never to enter into it, even though he had already partially entered into it. Got to the point of street thugs, and I said, no, Trump. I mean, visible and obvious street thugs. And I said, no, Trump. That's not going to lead you anywhere you need to go. But of course, he took part in that forbidden fruit. There's no doubt that they're killing people. There's no doubt that they designed a program that would cause disability and then cause further disability. I said nothing for about at least the whole beginning of it. I first really started speaking out about 2012 when it was obvious in Santa Fe they weren't going to stop. So then we fast forward to now. They go, well, if you'd only shut up, we'd stop. Bullshit. Well, that just shows you're a criminal because we won't stop because you won't shut up. So you see, they just keep looping and flipping into different minds. They're sociopaths and they're psychotic. Do I have some psychological issues? Of course. I've been tortured for 30 years by federal government employees, which includes intense sexualization programs that includes psychological torture if I don't move in some direction. That's who they are. While they're all running around having sex. You have to understand, they have women that they're using that they're having sex with. They have men that they're using that they're having sex with, that they're paying government funds to. And they're trying to sexualize people in the community, whether they happen to be pedophiles or not. And the goal is to make them a pedophile because that's the easiest way to kill someone. This is not a joke. This is not little. This is huge. It's everywhere. This is your dream agent, your dream police officer. By the time they get done with a woman, she's not going to say anything because they show her what they do to people that say anything. Does it include the FBI? Yes. Do I back Trump? No. So again, we're entering into that same stream of thought. This is conservative. This is liberal. Anybody, and if you say this, then you're QAnon. Or something like it. You don't like our power more? You don't like our power more? Did you like the storm, the blizzard? Was it fun? Cost you billions. God is not mocked. Stay peaceful and watch God to continue to destroy the earth. And watch them say, it's this, and it's that, and it's this, and we're going to do this, and we're big, and we're going to stop the boogeyman in your community from doing this to you, when half the time it is the Republican boogeyman. They're telling you right now from the Republicans in your mind that the person in your community effing you off, that cop following you, works for a Democrat. It's a scam. They know they got sheriff's department and cops out there ruining people's lives. They think it's funny. You meant everything you did to me, and you meant the disability. What you meant is death. It just never happened. You got so many devils, demons, antichrists, witches, and sorcerers floating around places of power in Oklahoma, there's nothing left. All I had to do was touch Kansas, and my life went back up. Touch Kansas for a day. Now, they could curse me and they could cause me to come down, but I'll tell you right now, first day I know it's them, they get cursed. And there's already curses out there. I already put them out there. I said, this is a preparatory curse. If you use this garbage against me to disable me, to harm your community, the curses kick in right away. Don't cry to me when your life tumbles and say I'm a devil because I repelled what you did. Again, who am I speaking to? The people that are doing it. And those people that are doing it are devils, demons, antichrists, witches, and sorcerers, and they are the thing that we wrestle against, and they showed me physically that they were the thing that we wrestle against. That be metaphysically and psychologically. Your government, from the political parties, from the corporations that they put into government, it is the exact thing we're fighting in Russia. There's no difference. It's just one gang against another gang. That's what it is. It's gang warfare. Organized crime, gang warfare. That's who you all are, and that's what you're all doing. Meanwhile, the pedophiles are living great lives. Oh, you must be QAnon because that's what QAnon says. No, it's what God says and what God showed me. Some teacher goes in, gets a charge. She does, 10 years probation? Of course she's not going to do it again, most likely, unless she's like that one woman who somebody cursed to be obsessed over that man. Laterno or whatever her name was, or that boy, should I say. At a certain point he was a man, but it's a curse. I've been through it. And in fact, there were FBI agents back then, which I didn't know, because there were other FBI agents, DHS people trying to kill me in New Jersey while the hearings were going on, that said it was wrong. Why were they trying to kill me? Because the hearings were going on. Because I needed to be there in D.C. to tell them my side of the story, which is probably a lot of people's side of the story. The real victim's side of the story. But over the years, of course, they brought them in. They extorted them, and now they're part of it. They just play the game like in 2010. Oh, we're going to free everybody and more. Here we go. No corrupt ATF investigations using disabled people. See, we're with you more. First day in office, they reversed. Now, it wasn't just Trump. You all were into it. That's how Trump got in there. You brought the devil and demon that you wanted to do what you all wanted to be done. That's why you couldn't elect anybody that wasn't Trump. Because Trump effectuated the horror of your hearts, your stone cold evil hearts. Can't even call it a heart. It's so evil. You know what they get off on? On deceiving people and causing people to fall and causing confusion and chaos. That's devil, demon, antichrist, witch, and sorcerer, effectuating Satan incarnate. They're running around earth as Satan incarnate. They're in corporations also. Don't always focus on the federal government, because the federal government has brought corporations in. Why? All that money. I mean, the Republicans are speaking about something, but they're part of it. That's the insanity. That's the insanity of the Republican Party. That's their scam, that they'll speak about, again, a form of projection, what they're doing, but I'm not telling you that the other people aren't doing it. They're actually telling on themselves by outing the system of government people making all this corporate money and all this corporate money making government money and all of that. Again, holiday edition. Hey, Holly, how you doing? Holiday edition of The Inside. I'll be back later. Stay peaceful, and I mean that. Let God act. Praise God and all.